Hi everybody, I'm Joe.
And I'm Mary.
And we're Book Buds.
Today we're going to be doing a spring TBR. It's been a while since we've done a TBR, and we just figured we should talk about what's on our agenda. So I think we should start with stuff that we've talked about a little bit before that we're going to read, and then I have stuff that I haven't spoken about before. So
yeah,
let's do it. You want to go first?
Yeah, sure.
All
right, so I've been on a quest to read the Septimus Heap series at the start of the year, and I did pretty good. I think I read about 3, and I have them all from the library. So I had Siren and I had Dark, maybe 4 and 5, I'm not sure. So I held on to them, and they're like over a month and a half late to the library. I also had the Shady Hollow 3rd book.
Okay.
That's the one where all the characters are animals.
Yeah.
So I read 1, I read 2. I'm like, yay, because remember, I don't want to add these to my series unfinished pile.
Mm-hmm.
So I was all into it. Then this comes out. Okay?
And it trumps everything. We got to stop and read.
Have to. So I returned those to the library, but they're still like fresh in my mind because, again, just want to read them quickly.
Yeah.
Get through them. But I had to let them go. Because I don't know how long this is going to take me. Life is very busy right now, and this is what I'm reading currently.
Okay. So are you going to get those others back from the library? That's like your next plan?
Well, I got a lot here on my TBR. But yeah, those are on my TBR.
Okay.
Those are my first ones to mention to you.
Soon to be TBR. Okay,
Yes.
So similarly, I've mentioned before that I'm reading the Shatter Me series with my daughter, and I'm reading the Sisters Grimm with my son. And so we have been plugging away. Like, they don't want to take a break while they're reading. When I get to a series that's got more than 3, I've found that it's healthier for me to take a break and not just plow through, but they don't experience it that way.
right on through.
So I will be reading 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of all of those 2. That's in my current happening agenda, and that will continue.
And they're like on top of you about it, prompting you.
They really are. So much so that normally when I get a book that I want to read, which is also on my TBR right now, I would normally just say, okay, I'm done reading this other nonsense. I got to read what I want to read. But they're like, Mom, did you read this part yet? They really want to be able to share. So I have been prioritizing their reading over mine, but I'm slowly fitting this one in. This is like my to be read now one, right? And when I can take my Mary time.
But I love that you're simultaneously connecting with each child with a different series. That is beautiful as a reader. I love that.
So what I need to do is get them now to read a series that I've already read.
Right. And then you'd be like, come on, did you read that part yet?
Right. That'll be good for me.
Yeah.
We'll see if I can do that.
Okay.
All right, what's next on your list?
All right, so I'm into graphic novels lately. So I went to the library and I got a lot of graphic novels. I got Anne of Green Gables here. So when I was searching for graphic novels, I had no idea what I was going to find, and I was so surprised to find a lot of these in my hand. I guess these are just all the rage now. A lot of books are getting this version. So I read Anne of Green Gables, I don't know, last year or the year before. And again, just want to quickly see what this is about. Just experience it in this way. It doesn't take long. I could do this in one evening, and then it ups my number for Goodreads. I love that.
Cheater.
I know, but it's a book,
and you're enjoying it.
And I'm enjoying it. So,
and it's opening you to the world of what other types of books are out there for other folks that you can recommend. Hey, if you don't have time for a book, read this.
Exactly, and I'll even do one of these while I'm reading this.
Yeah.
It takes literally an hour and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
Not even.
Yeah.
Pictures, go, reading.
Yeah.
And I know the story, so I'm not
so it's fun.
Yeah, it's great.
Cool. I'm going to have to check one out, but I haven't recently. All right, next I'm going to read... Oh, okay, so I was looking at my New Year's resolutions because I got to stay up with that, and I said that I was going to read his favorite book. So Clan of the Cave Bear, it's going to happen. I've borrowed it a couple times, and I had it in my Kindle version, ready to read, but from the library. But then, the kids competing books, I'm I can't. And the book starts out, it's I'm in the forest, there's some plants and some trees. And I'm like, okay, I can't keep reading this when the kids are like, Mom, read these next pages. So I've put it down a bunch.
I'm so excited you're going to read this.
But it's going to happen. Yes.
So excited.
Yes.
Yes.
Next one for you.
Okay, so this was given to me by a friend. So apparently Dennis Johnson is very popular. And this is Jesus' son. It's like a whole bunch of short stories about addicts and lost souls and spiraling grief and transcendence of rock bottom, etc., etc. And this particular book is quite popular.
Okay.
I guess it's like a contemporary type of fiction. I don't know. But I read another one by him, Train Dreams, is it called? Train Dreams or something. And that was okay, but I hear this one is much better. So I'm trying to get to this, and it's, again, kind of small. So
very manageable.
Yeah.
Cool.
There you have it.
All right. Next one I'm going to put on my TBR is, I said that I wanted to read something by Kim Liggett because we both read The Grace Year and we liked that. And, you know, we really should read another. Like, if there's any author that we've only read one book for,
Yeah.
I really feel like I need to go back and do some digging and, like,
Yeah.
find out, okay, should I read a second book?
Yeah.
So I just looked them up this morning and I sent some summaries to Joe, and I'm like, you pick one and I'll pick a different one. So the one I picked is, what's it called? The Last Harvest. And it's about a guy named Clay who's a quarterback, and, like, you know, everything should be right for this person. But his dad dies, and his dad is, like, accused of devil worship or something like that. And it just sounds like there was, like, a bad slaughter that happened, and then strange things start happening that makes him question his sanity. So I do like when there's a story that has that unreliable narrator, you know, like, what is my experience happening here in this book?
Yeah.
So it sounds like one that I might enjoy. So that's what I'm going to be reading.
Oh, great. And I'm going to read The Unfortunates.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not really sure. That's about, like, a group of people that are not really connected in any way. And some tragic thing happens where, like, something collapses and they're stuck underground. And then they tell each other their deepest, darkest secrets. And they have to try to survive down there. But I think something is also hunting them down there. So it turns like that.
Okay. So we'll see how we feel about Kim Liggett's works after these two. That'll be fun to compare notes.
Yeah, I'm excited about that one.
Yeah. So next, somebody recommended The Witch's Heart by Genevieve. Say that last name for me.
Gornchek?
I don't think that's right. I don't know. But anyway.
Gornchuk.
Okay.
Gornchek.
So this...
Go back and forth.
We're just going to move on now. It was recommended to me by a friend because I said that I enjoy fantasy. And I don't know, honestly, if they read it or their child read it. I'll have to find out. But there's a witch that falls in love with Loki, and they have some kids. And then the kids have some special things about them, obviously, for being born to the two of them. And she has to, like, protect them and do whatever she can to, you know, sacrifice for them and all of that. Sounds interesting. It's like a different mythology integrating with witchcraft kind of book. So I'm excited to check it out.
Well, any book with witch in the title.
I know. I'm going to read it.
Sounds great. Very good.
What you got next?
All right, so next I have another graphic novel that I found. Didn't know it existed. To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh.
One of my favorite novels of all time. Love it. Love the movie. And so can't wait to see this rendition.
So when you're done with this, I think you should probably give it to me, because I'm pretty sure I read about 10 pages of this in high school when it was assigned. And I fudged through my assignments on it. I don't think I actually read it.
So this is perfect.
So I should catch up.
You should.
Yeah.
You should, and this is an easy way to do it.
Yes, that's not intimidating.
Right. Okay.
I'll add that to my TBR.
Perfect.
And then I have one more. The Book of Living Secrets by Madeline Rue.
That looks so good.
This cover on this book
Yeah.
is gorgeous. I mean, I don't remember who recommended it to me, because a lot of times I'll add something to my Goodreads and I just don't remember how it got there. And I never really go through picking stuff on my own. It's usually from somebody pointing it out to me, you know, or like some group chat or something like that, like a Facebook group or whatever. With this cover, with this octopus coming out of the book like that, there's so much happening here. The skulls at the top and everything, and it's pretty. It's pretty.
And it sounds good
creepy.
too.
So I didn't read the description because I do prefer to go into a lot of books blind, and it just this is something that I know my hand would grab and want to read, so I'm gonna go into this one blind. Do you want to tell them what it's about? I can like go la 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 la.
Well, no, because what if we edit this and you're gonna see it? It sounds really good though.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. It looks beautiful. It looks like a Mary book.
Go look it up. It's good.
Yeah.
Add it to your TBR.
I will. What else you got? How many more?
Two more.
Two more? I'm done. So what are your two?
So we got The Kite Runner,
Oh, okay.
graphic novel.
Wow.
Absolutely love this. And I think this is also, or it was, or it will be a Broadway play,
Oh.
or some sort of play adaptation. Kite Runner, Khalid Hassani.
It amazes me that they can fit these novels into such a short format.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's cool.
Yes, I'm excited to get into that one.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, Philip Pullman, The Subtle Knife, the second one in his Dark Materials graphic novel. Watched the show on HBO, loved it. I never read these books, so I'm kind of cheating because I kind of said I would only do the graphic novels of books I've read, but I don't think I'm going to read them.
They're on my...
They're very dense.
They're on my want to read list in Goodreads, and I was like, am I going to get to it? Maybe I should graphic novel them. Because I watched the movie for the first one.
Yeah, with Nicole
know?
Kidman back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, very good story. You would like it.
All right. Some fun reading for us coming up. What do you guys think? Anything here catch your eye? What are you reading? Let us know.
If you're enjoying Book Buds, give us a thumbs up.
And share us with your friends.
And subscribe to our channel, Book Buds!
I love my book buds.
I'm just annoyed about all the cards, but I don't need to be anymore.
No.
Because this is silent. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
going to move on.
Frustration tolerance.
I don't
Just took
have
a
any
training.
right now. Should we flip these books around?
No, we shouldn't.
We're showing them the titles.
No, I've watched many videos on YouTube and
Yeah.
mistakes that people make, and if we turn it around, we're not respecting our viewers' time because they should see it.
Are you
And
serious?
I'm serious. It's like a thing.
Is this true, guys?
Somebody told me that.
Wow. So you're taking one person's opinion?
No, I've heard this many times.
Wow.
I've heard this many
All
times.
right. I'm glad you're paying attention to
It's
these
like
details.
clickbait, and it's like annoying. Like just no, we don't need that.
Okay. Keeping us honest. Switch sides.